Hey, I'm Natasha Sokolon. I'm 15 years old and I live here in Peterborough, Ontario. Since I live here, there are almost never any chances of bumping into a celebrity, or someone meaningful to me, because it is, after all, just Little Peterborough. However, I do still envy lots of people who get to actually meet their celebrity role models, like on the street or something, where they can actually be real with them. I love it, but I know if it happened to me, that I'd mess it up.
This is I Did Not Speak to Gordon Lightfoot by Terry Collins. I did not speak to Gordon Lightfoot on that warm summer day, on that narrow street in that small Ontario town, because, seeing him so suddenly, I was startled, rattled, my mind racing, feared I'd say something stupid. I did not want to bother him. I did not want to sound ingratiating. When I told him I'd been listening to his music since I was 16. Now I'm 54. That there was a song for every love of woman or land of loss that came into a young man's life. I went to Georgian Bay because of the lilting loveliness of Christian Island. That our daughters were born on its shore. That I think 7 Island Suite is a masterpiece. That Beautiful was played at our wedding. And the felt experience of an imagined island is realized in his music. That an Irish friend in Canada for a year took Algonquin Park, Alberta's Rockies, and Lightfoot's voice to his Belfast home. That when our daughters were very young, I'd point out the sign, home of Gordon Lightfoot, every time we entered Aurelia. That we had come, that day, from Lake Superior, near where the Edmondson Fitzgerald sank. I did not speak to Gordon Lightfoot because another man with his young sons said something I didn't hear, and then, boys, this is Gordon Lightfoot. And Lightfoot greeted them warmly with, hi guys, and a few words, before shaking their hands and going his way. So I first encountered this poem when I was in grade 9, and we were reading the top 10 in our class, and we had to pick our favorites. And this was the first poem that I really found that I had a real connection with. I knew it had a connection because when my teacher read it, I felt like it could have been me talking. I remember around that time when I was in grade 9, when we had read this poem, I was shopping in Toronto when I noticed that 3 famous guys, or who I thought were famous guys, were in the store I was shopping at. I wanted to go talk to them and tell them that I'd seen other videos because it made me very excited, but like Terry Collins said, I started rattling, my mind racing, fearing I'd say something stupid. I just couldn't connect with what I guess was a dream to the reality of actually meeting them. I'd never met anyone famous before like that in real life, and it just scared me so much and made me so nervous to talk to them that I actually had to leave the store and collect myself before I came back to confront them. But as I left, when I came back, I realized that it wasn't even actually them, the people who I thought it was. So I'd just been preparing myself to talk to somebody that wasn't actually even the real person. And that's when I thought to myself, what if it had been someone I actually really, really liked, like one of my role models? Like, what if that had been Demi Lovato standing there? Would I talk to her and told her that she's been such an inspiration for me? That's why I did not speak to Gordon Lightfoot so much. I think that when someone is so special to you and means so much, it'd be so difficult to go talk to them, because it could have been really a reason why you're you. How could you just go talk to them so casually and just say hi if you feel like you know them so well already? I think it's beautiful that a person could hold so much positive power over another that it makes that person scream inside if they see them. It makes them feel so many extreme emotions just by watching them walk by. I know that on that specific day, Terry Collins didn't speak to Gordon Lightfoot. But maybe somehow he kept the inspiration and love he had for him real inside. If even seeing someone that I thought I recognized would throw me off so much, I can't even imagine how trying to talk to Demi Lovato or another inspiration for me would be. I know that I wouldn't talk to them. I know that I couldn't, and that I wouldn't. My image of her is just so positive it's just too overwhelming. And I love that.
I did not speak to Gordon Lightfoot on that warm summer day, on that narrow street in that small Ontario town, because, seeing him so suddenly, I was startled, rattled, my mind racing, feared I'd say something stupid. Did not want to bother him, did not want to sound ingratiating, when I told him I'd been listening to his music since I was 16, and now I'm 54. That there was a song for every love of woman or land of loss that came into a young man's life. That I went to Georgian Bay because of the lilting loveliness of Christian Island, that our daughters were born on its shore, that I think 7 Island Suite is a masterpiece, that Beautiful was played at our wedding, that the felt experience of an imagined land is realized in his music, that an Irish friend, in Canada for a year, took Algonquin Park, Alberta's Rockies, and Lightfoot's voice to his Belfast home, that when our daughters were very young, I'd point out the sign, Home of Gordon Lightfoot, every time we entered Aurelia, that we had come that very day from Lake Superior, near where the Edmund Fitzgerald sank. I did not speak to Gordon Lightfoot because another man with his young son said something I didn't hear, and then, "Boys, this is Gordon Lightfoot." And Lightfoot greeted them warmly with, "Hi, guys," and a few words before shaking their hands and going.